Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Ask Jimmy Smith. Today is part 5 of a series of videos that I have done on the Amazon FBA wholesale methods of selling on Amazon. Naturally, right? This channel is about selling on Amazon. It's about e-commerce. It's about growing your businesses and your finances. And specifically this series, the part 5 on how to grow your Amazon FBA wholesale business. Today, we're talking about how to grow your Amazon FBA wholesale business beyond those first 4 steps. Those first 4 videos that I did were the pros and cons of wholesale. The second video was on finding those arbitrage account or those arbitrage products and turning them into wholesale accounts. The third one was how do you contact these wholesalers, these brands, these distributors. The fourth one was how to handle objections whenever you're talking to these brands and distributors. And now the fifth one is growing into the stratosphere, going beyond those first 4 things, taking your wholesale accounts and continuing to grow them moving forward. And so that is what we're covering today. If you'd like to see me cover extra videos on wholesale or specific topics, other objections, please post that in the comments below so that I can take a look at those comments. I can respond to them and I can also make future videos on them. But let's get into these extra tips that I've been mentioning throughout this series that I was going to be doing, which is on growing your Amazon FBA wholesale business. So the first tip is to look at other product lines that your wholesale account, your brand sells. Many of the brands that I work with don't just sell that one brand in particular. They sell multiple brands underneath an umbrella brand of their own, right? So maybe if you think of it like Nestle sells a bunch of different brands underneath their bigger or umbrella brand, right? If you think of Johnson & Johnson, you think of most businesses, they aren't just going to be one product line, one brand. They're going to be multiple product lines, maybe under the same brand or multiple brands underneath an umbrella of brands. And so you want to start looking at these other product lines that they sell to see if those are just as good on Amazon as the ones that you had initially reached out to them on. And again, this doesn't just mean that it has to be an exclusive product. It can be for a brand that you have reached out to and they gave you a wholesale account and they're non-exclusive, and you want to start looking at the other brands and products that they sell to increase how much you can purchase from them, to increase your relationship with them, to increase your sales and profitability on Amazon, etc. So definitely look at the other product lines they sell. Don't just focus on the one product or the one product line, because then you're going to be missing out on a lot of other revenue and profit from the other product lines that may also be on Amazon or on other e-commerce marketplaces. The next thing is to look at multi-packs and bundles. I mentioned that in an earlier video of why Replens, starting with Replens and arbitrage, is best before getting into wholesale, because you learn how to find these multi-packs and bundles. But ultimately, this is where I'm going to mention it again. If you're looking for multi-packs and bundles using the Replens arbitrage strategies that I go through in my book, Side Hustle to Full-Time Income, if you're using those strategies, you can also apply them to your wholesale business. And many wholesale sellers only look at UPC matches. Now, with some of the changes with GTIN, requirements that Amazon has, UPC matches are the safest way to go about doing this, because those are the listings that Amazon loves the most. But there are still bundles that you can look for that have multiple different products in them, that maybe you have a couple wholesale accounts that have the component pieces for those bundles that you can sell. Or maybe that one brand that you're working with has multiple pieces that have been bundled together that have a different UPC. Whatever it might be, I highly recommend looking for multi-packs and bundles and expanding the amount of products that you're able to purchase and sell for that particular brand. Multi-packs should be something that comes from the brand. It should be a multi-pack built by the brand with their own UPC, but sometimes us sellers may avoid that or not look at that particular product for whatever reason. And so I highly recommend asking or looking for the multi-packs on the Amazon platform. Also, if you've got a good enough relationship with the brand, many times you can help get those listings fixed with UPCs from the brand that then you are able to continue selling. And so it just really depends on your relationship with them. Always look for multi-packs and bundles and see how you can best work within Amazon's system, but also work with the brands and companies, distributors that you are purchasing from. The next thing is, once you've been selling the brand for a while, you can bring up reasons to be exclusive with them or to be semi-exclusive with them in your relationship. Because I believe if you've been selling the brand for a while, you've got a lot more data, you've got a lot more reasons to contact them and say, hey, I've noticed these issues and I'd like to help you fix these issues and be the exclusive seller. Here's the benefits for working with me directly or with choosing 2 or 3 sellers that are allowed to sell your products, so that it can be spread amongst 2 or 3 of us versus 8 to 10 of us, and there's pricing issues or there's branding issues on the listings, etc. You can use some of the things I've talked about in the prior videos in this series to open that conversation to become an exclusive with them. The next thing is to make sure to manage your cash flow well. This is the most difficult piece for just about any Amazon FBA business, whether it's arbitrage or wholesale or private label. Now, I did do a video for the profit first methods of how to manage cash flow, depending on how good you are with managing your money. That can be a video that can help tremendously. Again, it's on this channel. You can just search for profit first and you can find that video. I'll try to remember to link it above or in the description below, but that video will help you in managing your cash flow properly. But just make sure that you don't get over leveraged with credit terms or over leveraged with buying too much product and not having the money for it, over leveraged with loans or credit cards, whatever it might be. Manage the cash flow well. It's a much deeper discussion that would take multiple videos to really go through on a deep level. But the high level video would be the profit first video that I did a while back that you can find on this channel, and I'll try to link it as well. The next thing is still try to order for your 30 to 60 day sales windows. So if you've followed me for any length of time, you've seen my Replens content, my arbitrage content, I typically recommend ordering 30-day sales velocity amounts. So if it's selling 15 in 30 days, that's what you want to order. But with wholesale, sometimes you have to place bigger orders. So try to keep it under 60 days. And then I would typically only send in 30 days at a time worth of stock and inventory. So if you have a prep center, you ordered 50 of them, send in 25 for the next 30 days. And then a few weeks later, have them send in the remaining 25 so that you can sell those over 60 and you're not building up a bunch of storage fees or IPI issues, which again, there's videos on my channel for IPI if you're interested in that, the inventory performance index. But you want to try to keep it within the 30 to 60 day sales windows, unless you have a really deep relationship with this company where you have to place orders for 90 or 120 days, but you've got some really good experience and longevity knowing that those products will sell and you can store them elsewhere and not send them into Amazon directly at that point. But ultimately, still try to order for 30 to 60 day sales windows if you can. Also, replendashboard.com. I've got a whole playlist on this channel about Replen Dashboard. You can utilize that for inventory replenishment suggestions and tracking products. I highly recommend using it. It's good for prep centers to also check out where you can store what is at your prep center. You can save what's at your prep center within the software. It's a company that I own and created for these particular problems. And so if you check out replendashboard.com or the playlist on this channel, you'll see why it can be so helpful for your arbitrage and wholesale business. And then lastly, you want to know the company's prices or their prices or policies on freight charges. So do they give you free shipping quantity discounts? If you order over $1,000, do you get free shipping? Or if you order over 5 pallets, do you get free shipping or discounts? Or you need to know their average cost per pound so you can calculate it into your price. If you're placing your order with the company and they don't have free shipping discounts, which if they do, I would recommend getting up to that point if you can. But if they don't, then try to find out what they believe their average cost per pound would be so you can calculate that into your price so you know the profitability up front. You can even ask them what their average freight charges would be for a pallet or 2 pallets to your location or your prep center's location. But you want to know that information before placing an order and realizing, oh, this freight is now completely destroying any profit that I had. And so I want to cancel the order, right? So you have to make sure that you know that before you actually place the order. So hopefully that will help you. These are my extra tips right now. Again, becoming an exclusive relationship with a brand can help tremendously. You don't have to be exclusive with them, but you can also bring in other people that have specialization in being exclusive to help you create other streams of income where you pass them on to them and then you get paid a referral fee, a profit partnership, whatever from that company. You can also learn the proven product partnering methods where you're partnering with the brand to help them get onto Amazon and have their own Amazon account, and you're getting a percentage of their revenue streams or profit from their Amazon account. And you can start building multiple streams of income. So those are the extra tips that I have. If you're looking for a place where you can learn and meet and network from other e-commerce entrepreneurs that probably have actually I know have amazing businesses, but also have different methods than what you're currently doing, I recommend the My Silent Team Facebook group. Here is my link for it. It's a free Facebook group. It's got over 70,000 members. It's bit.ly/MST group, and that will be linked in the description below. If you're interested in anything that I do, head over to askjimmysmith.com. If you'd like to see over 500 of the success stories from the content that I've taught, we've had over 1,000. There's over 500 though at askjimmysmith.com/success. But please comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this series. This is the last one currently that I had planned, 5 video series on wholesale. If you want to see more information on exclusives, on other topics for wholesale, other objections, comment below. Let me know your thoughts so that I can create further videos on it. And also, as usual, please like the video. It tremendously helps with YouTube's algorithm. Share the video, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I will see you next time on another video. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week.